Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The Wizards fans are making noise here at the Verizon Center. We're in the nation's capital. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Mayo at the 2 with Gay at the 3. Randolph and Gasol. Oh! Did you see that?
Whoa! A superb alley-oop there. Prime time play.
Well, they have that one standing by, just waiting to pull it out.
Well, there's definitely a sense of understanding between those two teammates, that's for sure. Well, it's been a tough few years for the Washington Wizards, but last season was important, finding their point guard of the future in John Wall. Now the question mark is, can they surround Wall with enough talent to become a playoff contender?
Evans against Mayo, puts it up, goes right up, and the layup falls.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Steve, back to Wall and Rose. You know, Chicago certainly laid the blueprint out for the Wizards last year.
You know, I think the Rose and Wall comparison is a good one because both guys are transcendent type point guards, I think, and also have really good leadership qualities. So if the Wizards can build some talent and get some talent around Wall, then they'll be well on their way maybe to duplicating what the Bulls have been able to do.
Let's now go to Doris Burke over across the way, who spoke with Lionel Hollins, and Doris, take it away.
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. And the shot's good from Nene.
Well, those are like 3 points. I mean, great effort. Stay with the play. Continue to fight.
Gasol backing down. Guarded by Nene. He connects. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all. Well, Wall was pretty much resigned to second place in the Rookie of the Year award voting because of Blake Griffin, but he was definitely the only second place guy.
Gay against Evans. Can't cash in from close range.
You know, his reputation is such that you'd be surprised with him missing any layup opportunities.
The Clark back to Wall in the Rookie of the Year. He started off very well, and you can tell, Steve, he has just as bright a future as anyone in the NBA.
Yeah, he was right behind Blake Griffin in terms of the impact rookies that we had in the NBA a season ago. And Wall playing that all-important point guard position. He's going to be a fixture in Washington for years to come. And hopefully he'll get enough talent around him and he'll develop as a leader to take that team back to the playoffs.
1:09 left in the first quarter. Gay outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Gay's got himself on the board with 3 there. Conley against Wall. Blatch against Randolph. Shot's good by Blatch.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Memphis leading. Conley kicks to Mayo. Blatch with the steal. Here's Washington. They trail by 1. Here's Evans. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Oh, mercy! Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You give him an opening like that one, he'll take advantage.
Great looking transition that time, guys.
Here's Wall. He's got 6. Covered by Conley. Here's Wall. From about 16. The shot by Blatch, no good.
Boy, surprised to see that one stay out.
Me too, Steve. I mean, those are ones that usually go down for sure.
Crawford with the steal. Here's Wall. Just 3 on the clock. And the running layup is good. Wall's got 8 points. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by... And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And here are the Grizzlies now.
Well, I really like the progress the Grizzlies made last season. Even though they made great progress, I think they actually took a step backwards as far as their record against the East. I mean, only 16-14 versus 18-12 the season prior. But they got going at the right time, right before the playoffs.
Wall and Crawford to the backcourt set. Maurice Evans is out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Sarah Finnan at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Defended by Gasol. Oh! And now, here's the Spike Slam Cam replay.
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
Here's Randolph. Oh, and a nice defensive play to interrupt the alley-oop.
Boy, loss of concentration, and he kicked it right out to the defender.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound pass. That shot's good by Selby. Here's Wall. He's got 8.
Boy, it had to be difficult for Rudy Gay to sit out the playoffs last year. Had such a good regular season. And then to not be able to help his club out in the postseason had to be very frustrating for him.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kevin. For Gilbert Arenas, who's trying to resurrect his career after 3 knee surgeries and a controversial end to his time with the Wizards, he bears the scars from both. He said, as much as people were down on me, I was down on myself. The suspension broke my spirit. I just thought I didn't want to be a part of this anymore. But guys, in a new town, a new role, a chance to start again for Gilbert.
Yeah, good situation for him. Thanks, Doris. Takes it up for the stop.
A true power dunk, Kev. I thought he might squeeze the air out of the ball on that one.
Well, when he gets it near the basket, you know where he's headed.
And he's going fast and with force.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. And Steve, you mentioned Rudy Gay missing the playoffs last season. He suffered a partially dislocated shoulder, Clark, right before the All-Star break.
And Gay is a guy who never had a chance to play in the playoffs before, Kevin, so that had to be tough. I think it'll certainly motivate him, though, to get back there this season, this time with him leading the way.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And the Wizards are in full rebuilding mode now. And they did draft John Wall, the point guard of the future. And I think unloading Gilbert Arenas' contract last season was important, too, for future cap purposes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Singleton comes in for Maurice Evans. Roger Mason is subbed in for Jordan Crawford. Knocked loose. And Wall kicks to Mason. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good for Seraphin. Getting back to that trade, you know, Rashard Lewis might not be a difference maker, but really it was about getting Gilbert Arenas' contract, Clark, cleared.
Yeah, you've got to look at trades from multiple dimensions because it's not always about just the players or the draft picks. A lot of times there is an economic or salary cap ingredient to it. So I think you're right. It was probably more about the Arenas contract. And I think that's a nice move. Again, it's one of the pieces you have to put in place to have a chance to build going forward.
But that's really a nice point about, you know, being in the front office like you are in the NBA. You do have a completely different perspective of what a trade can mean, not just players involved, but all the ramifications.
Exactly. You got to look at all the dimensions of it.
Singleton, the pass to Seraphin. Feeds it to Mason. Launches a three, and that one's good. Mason's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, good. Wow. With that one, boy, they got the crowd buzzing there.
A pretty perfect play all around.
What a fantastic dunk to finish it off, too.
30 seconds left in the first half. Conley against Wall. Mason against Mayo. Shots good from Mason. Mason's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
Looks like they're going to hold on to the ball and go for the last shot of the quarter.
Well, clearly this is the time to do it.
Here's Randolph. Gay. The tray. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He has such a calm demeanor, but he locks in, takes his time, and finishes.
It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. It's more NBA coming your way.
Thanks for joining us for HP at the Half with a terrific game going on at Verizon Center. The Wizards are taking care of business. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on. A gigantic lead in points in the paint. A valuable contribution so far by Jordan Crawford.
The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it?
And there's no quitting the Grizzlies. They came to win. They're stroking it from outside, hitting the 3 ball with ease. A terrific first half for Rudy Gay. He's picked up half a dozen points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And a couple of guys here came to play for their
Let it go.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here is Conley. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Gay and Randolph make up the forwards. Conley and Mayo in the backcourt. And it's Gasol. And he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Here's Conley.
You know what? John Wall had a really good rookie season in terms of scoring and assisting other people, but his shooting percentage left a bit to be desired. That's an area that he needs to improve on.
A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Gay. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 8 points for Gay. And here's Wall. 10 points for him. And Clark back to Wall, just over 40% from the floor. And almost 4 turnovers, Steve, a game as a rookie.
Yeah, he had.
And Rudy Gay with the slam.
Well, that was a clever look to get the ball into the paint that time, guys.
Here is Wall. Stolen by Michael Conley. Throws up the alley-oop. Sledgehammer!
That should be illegal, Kevin.
And that ties it up.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle. You know, when I look at this Memphis Grizzlies team, I mean, such an impressive playoff run for them last season. And the thing that stood out for me was their depth. They got contributions from a lot of players.
Washington calls timeout.
And Clark, you talk about the depth of that Memphis team. You think about the bench players that stepped up. in the playoffs. Guys like Darrell Arthur, Shane Battier, Grievous Vasquez giving them big minutes at that backup point guard spot. And then, of course, O.J. Mayo, a guy who would start for a lot of teams. And he came off the bench, gave them tough defense and made some big shots.
Into Zach Randolph. He's against Bloch. Bloch against Randolph. Taken away by Nene. And Washington has possession. A two-point game.
Old school, old-fashioned, one-hand power jam.
Just like you, Clark. Tried and true.
That's all he needed to do. Just taking care of business out there.
Here's Mayo. Rebound, Washington.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their... It's been a complete game for him, hasn't it?
Yep, I agree with you there. I mean, he's been in the middle of everything going on.
And Wall kicks to Evans. Crawford. Now Mayo defending. Charity stripe shot. And Washington again with the bucket.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
Gay, that's a two-pointer. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his fourth assist in this one.
You know, oftentimes, Kevin, we'll see players struggle in their first season after getting a big contract, but not Rudy Gay. The only thing that sidetracked him was a late-season shoulder injury. Boy, and that finish right there was a moment. Strong. Well, he took that one to the rack, guys. Oh, I love it.
How could you not? Terrific slam.
But without too much resistance from the defense, I mean, I don't know. Ammonia strong? I don't even know what that means.
Well, despite that injury to Rudy Gay, Clark, the production has to be encouraging. You said career highs, Steve, almost across the board.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, Kevin, 47% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. He makes his free throws, 80% there. So Rudy Gay, really an emerging star. It'll be interesting to see how they can kind of re-engage him into this offense after he was injured last year.
Outside for Gasol. Just 4 to shoot. For the lead. Rebound by Nene. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And I think whichever team starts to dominate the glass could really take control of this game.
I won't disagree with you. I mean, it's so tight between these teams right now on the board that you're just waiting to see which team might pull away.
Here's Randolph. Dunked hard with one hand.
Now, you can't give him any space out there.
9 seconds left to play in the third. Stolen by Gay. It's 2-on-1. Lobs it up there. Good! Tie game in Washington. Back in just a minute here in Washington. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark Report. Hi, Doris.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Wizards put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. The last 2 quarters have been about maintaining the lead they built in that first quarter. 1 more quarter to go and they'll complete their mission, guys.
Great stuff as always, Doris. Thank you. Clark, that was the game's critical point.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I really think it was. I mean, it really tipped things in their favor. No doubt about it.
And that's going to happen to you when you keep piling up those points and you get on a run like that.
Roger Mason is out there with Jordan Crawford. Then there's Nene. Then it's Bloch. And it's Singleton in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Conley against Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Conley with the 3. Rebound by Singleton.
It's defense like that that'll get you a rep in the NBA. I mean, he did an excellent job closing out on balance and on time, and then bothered the shooter by challenging the shot.
And that's not just any shooter either.
Gets it to go. Crawford's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Wizards. Conley kicks to Mayo. And here's Gay outside. That's good. Gay's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Washington calls timeout.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He said to them, show me you want it more than they do. I need your best effort from here till the final buzzer. The W is there. You guys just go get it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Servin's checked in, and it's Martin in for Roger Mason. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Great lob, great catch, perfect execution on the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either. The big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin.
Here's Martin. Outside, Wall. Conley picks him up. Wall dishes to Seraphin. Here's Martin. Knocks down the three ball. And the Wizards lead by one. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Randolph passes to Gasol. And it's blocked.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
You know, Kevin, he outweighs his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Here's Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Working on Blatch. Randolph's shot is good.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Washington calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. .149 left to play here in the fourth. Crawford outside. Straight up. Right through the knee for the layup. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Here's Randolph. Drills the baseline jumper.
As if there was any question, Kev, he's just not fazed by the pressure. He stays focused and always makes big plays.
Mason kicks to Evans. Conley against Crawford. Pass to Lewis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 3.
carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're losing by 3. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. For the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Blatch comes in for Rashard Lewis. And John Wall subbed in for Roger Mason. Here's Randolph. Mayo dishing to Conley. Now the pass to Randolph. Goes up. Cannot hit. And Washington will go the other way. Less than 1 minute left. Outside, Wall. Now Mayo defending. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. They haven't trailed by more than 7. A leaner connects. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
23 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first. That'll put him up by 2. Perfect from the line, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Big free throws, Kevin. Now they'll need a 3 to just stay alive.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Conley for 3. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. Clark and Steve, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
Man, I think that total could rise, Clark, because 2 evenly matched teams playing a tough game.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Randolph and Gasol together inside. Mayo at the 2, with Gay at the 3, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
And Wall kicks to Nene. He's up against Gasol. Shoots a fader, and Nene again.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Randolph backs in. Blatch defender. And it's Memphis with another.
They haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
Backing down is Nene. Shoots. Again, the Wizards score.
smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
Picked by Randolph. Here's Conley. Buries it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Outside, Wall. Backing down is Nene. Gay gets a hand on it. A lot is on the line here.
Well, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Wall with some nice defense. Evans inside. Yes! Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 2. 24 seconds left in overtime. Here is Conley. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Conley kicks to Randolph. Goes up. It's good. This game is all even.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Washington calls timeout. The score knotted at 65. 6 seconds left in the first overtime. Here is Wall. Got it up. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot! And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.
How y'all feel? Cause I feel so. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Yeah. Hands in the sky like AWE. Some call me awesome. Some call me busy. Call me often. Gator on my shirt. What did it look awesome? I'm good. Please don't cross some. How rude. Stephanie Tanner, you don't gotta watch me, but please watch your manners. And I be getting green so mean. Bruce Banner, give the flow and presence, man. I'm the new Santa. And I'm saying Kansas, where I'm staying with. Be like pops on the wings.